Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Two for One Special Podcast. My name is Randall, and with me, as always, my boy LJ and the OG dad himself. Man, y'all go ahead and say what up to these folks, man.
What's
What
up?
up?
What's up?
All right, everybody. Now, welcome back. Welcome back to another episode. Now, before we hop into sports, because it's a couple things we got to talk about with the NFL. LJ got some stuff on his mind that he got to express. So a couple days ago, as we recording this, Bungie just dropped the stress test for marathon. I played one match. It's okay. It is it is a little bit confusing, but I'm pretty sure once you get the hang of it and all that stuff, it won't be as confusing. But I played a little bit of it. It is it's not gonna take over Arc Raiders, but it's an okay game for me. It's a game I will play with my homeboys here and there, and probably not play it again until I come back home. So probably like a couple matches. But anyways, LJ, talk to the folks. What's going on with your mind with Bungie and Marathon?
Okay. So really, this is about Bungie. So the thing, if people do not know, Bungie also makes Destiny. Uh, and you would know me and Randall played Destiny for a very long time,
Long time
playing the first Destiny all the way back when it first was released.
on
I played
360.
it when it first released, and then I got him on Destiny after Crota, I believe. Right? I got him
It was around Taken King.
Thank you.
Yeah,
So we've been dealing with Bungie for a long time, even with Halo.
right.
So it right now, Halo Bungie's in a really bad predicament. The predicament is that, and I'm gonna say it: if Marathon fails, Sony is going to dissolve Bungie, and that team will be broken up, and Bungie, the studio, will be no more. That's just the case right now. I know a lot of people don't feel that way, but that's just the truth. So it had got me. I'm not interested in the game. I'm not interested in extraction shooters. I never have been. I'm not a big PvP person, so it's really just not my style. But I don't want the game to fail. My issue is before this game had released and before the server slam, there was just a part of the Disney community which I'm still look at. I'm not a part of for real, but I still look at. Was just wanting the game to fail. They wanted the game to fail so Bungie could fail and go back to Destiny and make Destiny 2 good because Destiny 2 right now is in a horrible spot,
Horrible spot.
or make a D3, which is what is the consistency of what the whole community want is a new Destiny game. And I need for those people who are saying that they want Marathon to fail to realize that if you want Marathon to fail, you mean you want Bungie as a studio to be dissolved. Because at the end of the day, that's what's going to happen. Because I need y'all to realize that Sony has taken some L's for the last couple of PvP games. If you, I don't know if you guys remember, but there was a rumor which was confirmed actually, where Sony was trying to bring out like 20 different PvP games. It started with Concord. Now we all know how Concord ended, but that didn't stop them. And the reason why they're trying to do a live service PvP game is because if you only need one to be successful. If you have one successful PvP live service game, you can print money on demand. And that's what Sony wants. But Sony is horrible at it. And these companies that they bought, who are mostly story driven, first person action game or whatever first person game, story driven game, they're bad at it because that's not what they were bought on. They was bought on to make single player game story driven games, and they aren't being able to do that. So I just need everybody to realize that Marathon needs to be successful because if Marathon is not successful, you Bungie will die. You're not getting another Destiny game, and you're just going to be kicking yourself, well, maybe kicking yourself in the butt, asking for Marathon to die.
Nazilja,
Yeah,
here's my thought. At the end of the day, Bungie Bungie is in a big hole right now. Cause number one, if Marathon, I'm gonna say this first. If Marathon does bad, it's game over. Cause you lose money, and then on top of that, you already cut off damn near half your development team. That's why you're delaying Destiny, cause you don't got enough employers to work on both games for real, like that. So that's that. So if this game, if Marathon fails for Bungie, like you said, it's lights out. It's pretty much over. The studio probably gonna shut down, and then I don't. Then Sony may do some, or Sony may give Destiny to somebody else. Or Sony may just completely just say, "Hey, this is now exclusive under Sony Studios, whatever." How they do their exclusive games, they probably gonna push. They may take over like that if Bungie somehow uh collapse. I don't know, but if Marathon if Marathon doesn't do well, it's game over. That's number one. Number two, if Marathon does well, and Elja, this is why I gotta ask you. If Marathon does well, what will you do with Bungie? Not Bungie. What if you were Bungie? What will you do with Destiny? 'Cause you don't got, like I said. Remember, they cut off a whole bunch of employers. A lot of, if I'm not 70, close to, it's a high percentage of Bungie employees are working on Marathon instead of Destiny. That's why
right,
they push off this DLC all the way to June or July.
right.
So if you were Bungie, LJ, and Marathon does well, will you just completely just put just completely focus on Marathon to make sure Marathon is good, or are you gonna figure out how to do both with Destiny and Marathon? But if you do manage, or if you do both, it may affect Marathon. So if you're a Bungie, what will you do?
If I'm Bungie, if Marathon is successful, so here's what I believe Bungie is trying to do. Bungie sold himself on Sony by saying, "Hey, we have this new PvP live
Yeah,
service games that we're trying to bring out, right?"
right.
But what ended up happening is it got delayed, pushed back, whatever. It was a whole mess. Now the issue is Sony doesn't want them to do Destiny until they start running this Marathon. So what they need to do is they need Marathon to pay for D3, which I believe they're going to be working on D3 as long as Marathon is successful. So what you end up doing is, yes, most of Bungie team is working on Marathon right now, but once Marathon release, you just have to put it in maintenance. Yes, they going to do plenty of updates, new shells, I think is what the characters are called, new weapons, this, that, and the other. Yeah, they have that going on, but it doesn't have to be a great big team to do all of that. Slash, if it does do successful, that's a reason for you to hire more people and to be like, okay, you guys are Marathon, let me take my Destiny people back. Y'all start working back on Destiny, and let's see if we need to hire more people for Destiny or for Marathon, we can do that. That's what should happen. Is Marathon should pay for D3. You bring back the Destiny people back onto Destiny. You hire people just for Marathon, and then you have two teams. You have Bungie Destiny and Bungie Marathon, and neither one interact with each other. because technically, for Bungie, these are to me these are two different avenues. You aren't going to have too many of the same people who play Destiny play Marathon, and vice versa.
All right.
So that's really what should be going on
Can I jump in here for a quick second?
Yeah, go
here.
ahead, Dad.
So I don't think that it's going to be the if if Marathon doesn't do as well as like it will have to completely bomb like what was that one Xbox game that bombed?
Shoot, higher
So
guard. You can use higher guard
it
as
started off with A. I can't remember.
Anthem.
Anthem.
Anthem, yes. You have to have like an Anthem type bomb for something for them like to fire people because Sony just pulled out Steam right now, and they said that they're not porting any of their games to Steam anymore. After starting with the Wolverine game, so that with them doing that, they really are to sell these games and like bring out good quality games. So I don't think that it will have to have like Anthem level of bombing for them to do that, do something like that crazy. But it does need to sell though. They do need to bring something like why did we buy Bungie at this point? You know, so they have to justify the buy at this point. So
Like I said, Bungie is in a hole right now because, for one, you need Marathon to succeed because not only are you in a bad spot right now with the Destiny community, you also got investors, and then you also got Sony down your throat saying like, "Hey, y'all ain't bringing us enough money in. We need this to be a W." And then on top of that, if this is a W, now what are you gonna do? Are you just gonna completely focus on Marathon and just have Destiny on the back burner? Or like LJ said, are you gonna go back and hire some folks after you damn near hire almost your whole entire OG staff? Are you gonna try to hire some more folks and then switch all the people who made Marathon successful back to Destiny and have this whole group of new people work on Marathon? So, like I said, I don't know. If I, that's why I'm not in the gaming industry because it Bungie right now. I don't know what to say. That's them because they in the hole. Because now they just got to figure out like, okay, one of these games gonna take a hit. It's impossible for both of these games to be successful because damn near everybody left Destiny right now. A lot of content creators they left Destiny because they pissed off. Now on top of that, Destiny finna have the longest content drought of the whole entire franchise. So even whenever the name of this DLC drop for Destiny, whenever this come out in June, July, the remaining people probably be like, you know what? Hey, all these other games came out during then. I don't feel like playing Destiny. I don't want to go back and play Destiny. It's too late now. Even if the content good, they're gonna be like, shoot, it's y'all too late. I'm playing different games now. And then let alone Marathon. So if Marathon between now and June, July, whatever Destiny dropped the DLC, if Marathon dropped a little bit DLC or a little bit content, but between that time, the people be like, hey, Marathon is booming right now. Why on earth would I go play Destiny if all a bunch of employers or employees are working on Destiny? I mean, or working on Marathon. So like I said, I'm just happy I'm not in the gaming industry because if I was Sony, I'd be like Destiny. I mean, Bungie, look, I'm sorry, but y'all just gotta let Destiny go. If Marathon is successful, just let Destiny let Destiny go and just call it a day. Cause y'all sunk that ship. So yeah, I don't know what to say with Bungie right now. Like I said, they got their hands tied up. Cause on one hand, you can't let this game be garbage. If this game be garbage, not only will the community gonna laugh at your face, now you got Sony down your throat, and we already know how cutthroat Sony is. And then if it is successful, now you gotta figure out what the hell you gonna do with Destiny and all that good stuff. So I don't know. I don't know. But for what I did play, I played like a match. It was fun. I won't say it's like I won't say like, hey, Dad and LJ, y'all need to play it. I'll be like, if you kind of bored and you got $40, you might want to try it if you got friends. But the thing is though, the freaking AI is so strong, it's almost impossible to play solo. So that's another thing that Marathon got to worry about. Unless they fix that. If they fix that, then the community gonna get pissed off because they say now y'all babying everybody, yada yada. So, but yeah. So it is extremely hard to play solo if you are trying to play. If you are gonna play solo, even with randoms, it's to the point where you gotta have at least one person you know for sure that you be playing multiplayer games with to play. So like I said, I'm just happy I'm not in the gaming industry. Because if I was Bungie right now, man, I don't even know what to do. But that's that. So like I said, we gonna revisit this probably. I give it maybe 2 months, and then we'll come back. We'll see how it is. It should be good enough time to come back on this topic. So that's that. Now, Dad, NFL. Because in the group chat, let me make sure we do. Yeah. In the group chat, you sent me or LJ saying, give me something saying Seahawks not expected to franchise tag Super Bowl MVP. So go ahead, talk to the folks. What the hell going on with Seattle in the NFL?
So today was a franchise tag deadline, and so Seattle decided not to franchise tag the Super Bowl MVP Kenneth Walker III. So he's going in as an unrestricted free agent. Now, it's not like they don't have the cap room to resign him, but they're more worried about they have to resign Jackson Smith and the Jig went first. He's a higher priority. Um, I I think teams are going to like really look into like paying this man a lot of money just because he he really showed what he could do, especially in the playoffs. Like anybody who watches football knew that Kenneth Walker III was actually pretty good. But whenever they got into the red zone, they just give the ball to Charbonnet to get all the touchdowns. Like so, it was sort of like a Warwick Dunn, Mike Allstar type of thing, except for Charbonnet's not Mike Allstar. They just love to get the ball in the red zone. But when Charbonnet got hurt, um, when Charbonnet got hurt, Kev Walker was just scoring all the touchdowns. Oh, this man can't score. He does know what he's doing in the red zone. So that being said, he balled out during the playoffs. He balled out in the Super Bowl, and he's going to test free agency, and he probably won't get paid. Um, Kyler Murray is going to get cut. Kyler Murray is going to get cut. They say him, Malik Willis, and
Oh wow.
Malik Willis is going to be the highest paid quarterback coming out of this free agency. Malik Willis is because he showed that he'd be a pretty good quarterback when he filled in for Jordan Love. So
Right.
so actually two was going to get cut, but two was like going to be like a June 1st cut or something like that. Daniel Jones was given the free agent not free agent the franchise tag, which leaves that wide receiver. I can't remember his name. I want to say Pierce, but it's not Pierce. He can go to free agency, but they're talking about they're going to try to re-sign him before he goes. So there's a lot of moving parts today. Trey Henderson from the Bengals is going to be a free agent. A lot of moving parts today. So, anything to catch your guys' eye?
It was just really the Kyler Murray thing. I was kind of surprised, but not because he. So I'm not sure if it's his quarterback class or if it's his and another quarterback class. But it was him. Isn't Tua in his quarterback class?
I don't think so.
It was him and it was another guy. I can't think of it, but they would kind of prop. Was it Anthony Richardson? I think Richardson.
Anthony Richardson is actually they're looking to trade him.
Right. But it was like all these young quarterbacks who, they have people thought, oh, they're going to be the next great thing, the big thing. Now, Kyler Murray, they always talked about how he was too short to be playing quarterback, so that has always been a thing for him. But it just seems like these young quarterbacks who come out of college now, it shows that they aren't ready and they need to sit for maybe a year or two, maybe even three, before they really take that field. But in the game of football nowadays, it seems like it's played of, and maybe this is because of NIL, because players are staying longer.
True.
It just seems like teams are thinking you should be able to play at this level now. Now go save our franchise, and it just it doesn't work like that. You still need to have the right foundation and things needed. That's why people like the Washington Commanders QB that he's doing well. Um, the guy from the Patriots, he's doing well.
Drake May.
Or these teams like the coach with what's his name, Daniel Jones. Like everybody thought Daniel Jones just got him a fact check and from the Giants and just finessed him, and then he gets to the Colts and they're like, oh, this is why the Giants gave him a fact check. That he was just on a bad team. And it's like, yeah.
Daniel
So,
Jones and Kyler Murray were the same draft class.
so you see the difference. So so now you say this, and what if Kyler Murray goes to who needs a quarterback? The Steelers needs a quarterback. I don't want Kyler Murray there.
He might. Dang, I forgot the head coach though.
Yeah. I
So,
don't want
so,
Kyler Murray there.
so Kyler Murray is Kyler Murray's like a weird case because Kyler Murray can be good, like he can be good, but he just wore out his welcome in Arizona. That's all it was. Like it was too many injuries towards like this part of his career, and it's also turned out to be like sometimes he just had bad games. He fumbled way too much. He fumbled way too much. So, but that's just from stature and stuff like that. So,
Right.
Anthony Richardson, his draft class was Bryce Young and C.J. Stroud were drafted ahead of him, and then Anthony Richardson were fourth.
Right. So you're hearing that class, and I'm just thinking about all these quarterbacks you just said. Bryce Young, they've been hating on him. C.J. Stroud didn't have a great year this year, especially if you want to go back to that playoff game that they had. I'm just saying, if you supposed to be my franchise quarterback and you play like that in a playoff game,
Yeah,
I'm thinking a lot of things. But I also feel like this is not a great year for QBs. Not everybody knows Mendoza's going to the Rangers. Everybody knows. But I kept hearing. I heard this is a great year, or at least at the combine, the offensive linemen, a lot of them did well, and so did some of the defensive linemen. People are saying that this is a great linebacker class as well as a running back class.
linebacker, running back, defense, and edge rushers is pretty good.
Yeah,
this year.
them boys are running 4.3
Yeah.
almost every run.
Okay, but but we've been talking about quarterbacks. This is not a quarterback year.
Not at
The
all.
only
No.
two quarterbacks is Mendoza
That's it.
and
Just stop there.
then right.
I'm about to say, and the dude from Vanderbilt.
No,
No,
no, he's not even gonna be good. Drew Aller is they try to sneak him in the first round. They tried their hardest to get another quarterback in that who should deserve to be a first round. But like, just like this past year, when I said this past year, like these last two QB classes is not. It's like this year QB class. I don't even remember who got drafted this year at QB. Shadur Sanders was the fifth round pick, and then you had Jackson Dart, who was okay. But I still think he was a reach. So it's like
Alabama quarterback. He got a Super Bowl ring.
Don't forget Cam Ward.
Cam Ward was number one. That's what I was thinking about. Cam Ward. Yeah, Cam Ward was the only one. I probably should have been drafted in the first round. Jackson Dart, he was pretty decent, but you know, this year it's not a good draft class for QBs. Like I'll even say this, like be mad at me if you want to. If Mendoza did not win the national championship, I wouldn't put him in the first round either. You know, but like he proved that he could win. And he actually the team won because of him. Not like when JJ McCarthy won the national championship, they won with the defense and the running game. They won because of Mendoza. So,
Okay.
but I do expect the Raiders to take him number one though.
Here's the thing though. I'm finna pick it back on what LJ say about the QBs and stuff. These teams, they don't want a old QB. They damn near want a QB who is 20, 21 years old. They want them young. They want them to come in the league, fresh knees, young, and they expect them to be a franchise QB. Take them to the playoffs their first year. Maybe to the AFC NFC championship game, and then knowing them realistically take them to the Super Bowl. That's what that's what these teams are looking nowadays. They don't want no old QB. They don't want no mediocre QB. They want a young QB who they think they're gonna come in here and make them 14-3, 14-4, however many games that NFL got. That's what they want. Because like you mentioned, LJ, the combine. These numbers that these players are putting up are out of this world. Damn near everybody who was running, I forgot what class it was, because I just saw the TikTok video on my on the ESPN page. All them boys who was running was doing 4.3. Now, I ain't talking about no 4.38. No, they were like 4.33, 4.32, 4.34. That's damn near about 5, 16 years ago. That was unheard of. A lot of that was when somebody run a 4.3, they be like, he automatically going to the league. He going first round. Now these players are coming in. That's normal now. Is a 4.3. So each year, these young people, especially I don't know about the QB wise, but tight end, defensive, running backs, they are getting stronger, faster, and evolving every year. I forgot some dude just beat the vertical jump. He did a record or something like that. I forgot his name.
The tight end Caleb too
There you
big for
go.
tight ends. He had an excellent combine.
Exactly. So these these players every year are evolving to the point where they doing something that was unheard of 10 years ago. But they making this they making this look normal now. So these teams' expectations every combine is going through the roof. But here you got the QBs are staying the same. Nobody are looking different. They're not changing. They're looking the same. Every other position are evolving. So that's why these teams are doing what they're doing. They don't want no old QB. They want a young QB because all these players that's coming in are evolving or 10 times better than what they was last year. But each year the QBs that doing going to the combine are the same thing. They stay the same. They ain't looking they ain't breaking records. They ain't doing this. They ain't doing that. They doing the same thing. Meanwhile, you got everybody running a 4.3. That would have been a record-breaking run 5, 6, 7 years ago. So, like I said, these QBs that's coming in, they gotta get that act right because these I'm talking about they young now, 21, 22. That's coming in here. They're making a 4.2 look normal compared to how it was 5, 6 years ago when a 4.2 is extremely rare. And if you was expecting to go to the sixth draft pick, if you ran a 4.2, now you first round now. But now this combine a 4.2 look normal. 4.3 is normal. So, like I said, these QBs they gotta step it up, man. So that's kind of the answer to your question, LJ.
So is it really about stepping up, or it's the really good ones are just still in NCAA because of NIL? Because let's be fair, when Arch Manning, I think next year is going to be a really good year for QBs.
Excuse me.
You have Arch Manning. That's number one. You have the guy for Auburn who's supposed to be really good. You have.
I'm gonna see. We gonna see.
We're going to see. You're right. You have
DJ Lagway.
DJ Lagway. I'm gonna say it was Florida's fault, but
I 100% believe it was Florida's fault.
but we'll see about DJ Lagway. There's somebody from LSU, right?
Yeah, the dude from was it Ole Miss?
No, he
No,
didn't go.
he didn't go.
But the dude from Ole Miss is at Ole Miss still.
Yeah,
So
He's
he's
coming out
back
next
there.
year.
him,
Right.
him, yeah.
Ohio State got a thrower over there. Don't USC has a quarterback there? Right. USC, like there's some really good quarterbacks that should be coming out next year. So if I'm a team, I'm gonna just go get me a journeyman. We'll see what happens, and then I'm getting me one of these big QBs from next year.
Jameis gonna find a job easy this year.
I just need you to hold over for 1 year, maybe two, depending on if we have a project or if we have a final product.
Yeah, this quarterback draft is not good at all, and I have no problem saying that.
But like I said though, as a person at the scene, I'm ask both of y'all this, but I'm gonna start with you, Dave. As an owner, person who over an NFL team, all that stuff. After seeing this combine, after seeing these players run the 40-yard dash with damn near record-breaking numbers now, that's unheard of. But it's now normal because of the last 2 to 3 years. What are you gonna do if you need a QB after they putting these numbers up like this? The
So,
O-line,
like-
defensive line, all that. What in the QB portion are staying the same. So what will you do in that situation?
So, like, I saw something today, and it's like the people who ran the fastest combines last year were not big factors in the NFL this year because you just can't win off of speed. Like, you cannot. If that was the case, Xavier Worthy would have been like a 1,800 yard receiver, but he's not. And you can have all the speed in the world, but you gotta get used to the grown men in the NFL whose livelihood is to shut you down. You get with that college. Hey, I'm here to get an education. I'm happy. I ain't going to the league. Get your money, man. Go ahead, man.
Right.
No, NFL is like, and I, you have to run through me. I'm gonna push you out of bounds. I'm gonna bump you. You better get stronger.
Right.
The weight room is your friend. You know, so it's like, um, speed is not everything, but I'm just not reaching for a quarterback this year. Like I just refuse to be honest. Fernando Mendoza gets the pass because he won the national championship. But that's it.
Elja, what you gonna do? What will you do in this situation?
I don't know. I told you. I'm getting me, like Dad said, I'm getting me Jameis Winston or some journeyman QB. I'm gonna go up to him and be like, "You are not the face of our team. You're not. You're only gonna be here for 2 to 5 years. We're gonna treat you well. We're gonna treat you well. You're gonna play games, but we are hoping to get a QB from this next draft. You and just do what you do and see. Let's just see what happens. I just be 100% honest with them. And then if you don't like it, I mean, we can find you another team to go to. Maybe I go get one of these old men and go commit elder abuse against them.
I'm about to say, if you gonna pull a Phillip Reeves, who are you actually gonna call?
I mean,
Aaron Rodgers might come back. What are you talking about?
I'm guarantee you this, and we can come back whenever they announce this. I guarantee you he gonna play for one more season just to see if he can go back to the playoffs. And if he loses, he gonna either way he gonna retire next year. I guarantee you that's what he gonna do. He gonna take that 1 year contract. I don't know if he gonna be with the Pittsburgh Steelers or what, but he gonna and if the Pittsburghs now I'll be honest with you. If Aaron Rodgers come back, he should automatically go to the Steelers. Still need a QB. Give him a 1 year contract. Boom, he out of there. Then draft you a QB that's coming up in his next draft class. If I was the Steelers, I'd be like, hey, Aaron, it seemed like you loved this team last year. We give you a 1 year contract, a little bit more, a couple thousands, maybe a extra mil. See if you can run it back, and then that's it. And then since this QB draft that's coming up, since this draft that's coming up is don't have a good QBs, pretty much all the good QBs coming out next year. How about it? And then I just go from there. If I was the Steelers, I'd be like, look, here's some money. We give you a bonus if we need to. Just play one more year, so we can get a QB for next year. If you ask me.
So, like Aaron Rodgers coming back to the Steelers because Mike McCarthy's there is, um, Aaron, just retire, please.
he need to.
Please just retire.
He,
I'm a huge Aaron Rodgers fan. I love me some Aaron, but bro, you old.
hold on. What about Russell Wilson?
Russell Wilson can go too.
I thought he retired.
Nah,
He retired. He'll be out there in the street somewhere.
He just got hurt. He ain't retired. He just got hurt. But I think don't he still got like a contract with the
They'll cut him.
straight like that they're gonna cut him.
He need to. What's trying to happen?
I don't know what he got going. But here's the thing though. Allegedly, and this coming from Marshawn Lynch and I forgot the other guy name. It's in my head though, something wrong. They were saying how when Seattle was Seattle, like that team, they were saying how bougie and strict Russell was, and how
I'm not surprised.
you know what I'm saying, how bad of a teammate he was. So they were saying now this is get back. You know what I'm saying? So if that is true, you know, because allegedly from Marshawn Lynch, he kind of played a part in that Super Bowl against Tom Brady, where he threw it instead of giving it to him.
Oh yeah, we all knew because they wanted Russell Wilson to get the Super Bowl MVP. You know,
Yeah. So once Marshawn Lynch said that, and ain't nobody attest to that, I'm like, well, shit, well, damn, I guess it is true. Because he said that he could have, Marshawn said that Russell could ignore that play and gave him the running, gave him the ball. Because they said the original play was to give it to Marshawn Lynch, and then they called it and they reversed it, and then he was like, well, he still could have went with the original play. I don't know why he did it. They like that said it came out how they wanted to get him the MVP. So I'm like, well, damn. So like I said, they saying that's his getting his revenge. I don't know, but if I was Seattle, I said Seattle. If I was Steelers, I'd do that. I just get Aaron Rodgers one more year. If he asks for more money, give him a bonus or give him like an extra meal. Since the QB that's coming out this draft class ain't good, just see what you can do, and then just get you one next draft class and go from there. And just go from there. Now, one thing though, because LJ, you put this total buyouts for every fired coach since 2020. So, so what was that about? Why you sent that to LJ? Talk to us.
Because Arbor got 3 of those coaches, and we don't have no more money to buy out no more coaches. So hopefully this one works.
I'm gonna tell you the truth, LJ is not working. Long as I'm gonna tell
You better hope it works.
it's not gonna work. I'm gonna tell you this. As long as we are in the SEC, Auburn gonna be the laughing stock. We are now the new Vanderbilt, and Vanderbilt is the new prime Auburn back in the day.
That's so untrue.
that's not even true at all.
Only had 2 good seasons. That's it. We don't even know they about to have a good season next
I
season.
ain't even gonna lie to you. To be fair though, we should have been good this season because we had a lot
We
of
should have been good.
we had a lot of false calls. And then the crazy thing is they went back and said, yeah, we did took a lot of false calls on Auburn. I'm like, after the championship game, y'all didn't realize like, hey, we did make some bad decisions on Auburn, on some of Auburn football games. We will say that. Like no duh. Yeah, we saw that. We could have at least won at least 3 of those, maybe 4, depending on. Yeah, but
It is what it is.
well, I will say that. To be honest with you, this season we really wasn't that bad. It was just the fourth quarter was eating our ass up.
No. We never have a quarterback. We should.
That's what it
But
is.
here's the thing though. Here's the thing though.
No.
Even hold on,
That's the whole thing.
hold on there. Even with we didn't even have a good QB, and we still almost won majority of our games.
All right. So now how about we had a decent QB? But I'm not even saying we have a great QB.
Serviceable.
I said decent. Right.
I'll tell you that from the beginning. The Auburn problem is getting a QB. I don't know what we got going on with finding QBs, but I told you this from the get go. Auburn problem is finding a good QB.
And then technically, I think we did find him in the 5-star that we had. That was a freshman. I understand not wanting to start a freshman, but after maybe that Georgia game, was it that Georgia game? Maybe you should have started a freshman.
Let's see.
It's so, like, if you guys would have had a serviceable quarterback, you guys would have been in the playoff hunt. I would say that.
We probably would have, to be honest.
But you didn't. So
Here's my thing. Whoever the hell trained Bo Nix in Oregon, they need to come up. We need to give them the fattest check in the world to come.
man, like Dan Lanning's not going to Auburn. He living a good life right now.
Cause
He
I
ain't
don't, cause
going.
whoever trained Bo in
I mean,
Oregon,
eventually.
boy, they did a way better job than whoever the hell was training him in Auburn. I tell you that much.
I mean, eventually Dan Lanning going to end up like the coach from Penn State, the one that got fired, Franklin.
No, they love landing. Dan Lanning over there. And,
But I
oh,
mean, it's the same thing that's happening. It's you keep making it to the big game and then you just lose.
Oregon's not Penn State.
I'm finna say Penn State was ranked number
Oregon's
two.
not Penn. Oregon's not Penn State. Like
Yeah,
they love. I'm trying to tell you, man. They love him up there. And you got Nike sponsoring that whole college.
the whole
Like,
college.
yeah. So I'm.
Nike came out with a statement saying, "Look, we gonna give y'all. We don't give a damn how much, whatever the amount of money y'all want, you let us know." But that's it, Bungie. Nike literally said that in the statement. They were like, "Hey, we don't care." Even though they ain't say this, but this is how much money they gonna give. We don't care if we go bankrupt. We will give y'all however much money y'all want for the athletic department. That's how much Nike love Oregon, and they love the football organization at Oregon. So yeah, if I was him, hell, I won't even go nowhere. I stay.
No,
Where
I'm not
at.
going nowhere. I'm staying right there.
I stay
Like,
where I'm at.
y'all gonna have to peel me off this chair.
Cause here's the thing though. I ain't mean to cut you off there. Cause here's the thing though. As he a coach, he don't gotta do no scouting, no nothing. He literally can say, "Hey, we got Nike. We can guarantee you a shoe deal if you come play with Oregon," and that's all he gotta do. So Nike told him straight up like, "Hey, we would deal with the recruits to come play for the Oregon football organization. You just make sure that the Oregon keep on winning games." So he don't have to do no work scouting, recruiting players. Nike can.
Well, he still got to do the work. He
Well,
still got to do the
with
work.
that too, but I'm pretty. All I'm saying is he can just say, "Hey, we can promise you."
It's easier for him to get a player than say like
Yeah,
a UCLA who's trash,
there you go.
a Washington who's it's easier for Oregon to get players than them. You know,
Yeah. See, if I was him, yeah, I won't go nowhere. And then plus you're Oregon too. They got like nature and stuff. Well, I like nature, so
ain't nobody going to Oregon for nature. Okay, ain't no football player going to say, "Oh, look at the mountains. Oh, look at the greenery. Wow." Ain't nobody doing that crap.
Oh man, but yeah, if I was him, I won't go nowhere. That Nike set him straight for life. All he got to do is just keep on winning games, and he good. But now before we go, cause we got to talk about this, cause we all thought there was some BS, but it's true. Dad, I'm gonna start with you, cause you the OG, and you've been watching the sport longer than me, LJ. How you feel about Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather?
Floyd broke.
And the crazy thing is that all this coming out, he actually is going broke. I'm surprised. He
Like,
actually going broke.
I was truly like no joke. Like 10 years ago, I was like, Floyd will end up broke one day for how bad he's like flexing and stuff like that. He gonna end up. He owes some people some money, and he is broke because not only he has a Pacquiao fight, he has a fight with Tyson coming up, and then not only he has a fight with Tyson, he has a fight with an MMA fighter from like Japan. I don't know who he was, but so he got 3 fights that signed up for. It's like, bro, like.
Yeah, when he come to find out, yeah, he going broke. On top of that, the promoters or whatever, the Joker wasn't looking at his deals when he was signing the deals. So they pretty much were taking all the damn money that he was making them. So so he lost hundreds of millions of dollars, which, to be honest with you, I was kind of surprised by. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't that like when I was growing up and seeing how much money this man was flying and how cocky he was. In my head, I'm like, yeah, he's not going broke. And to see that he literally going broke because he been signing some crazy deals and how they was stealing money from him, and ain't no little money either, hundreds of millions of dollars.
No,
yeah,
he had the wrong people around him.
Yeah, and come to find out he's borderline going broke. He still got millions. Don't get us wrong, but he's still going
He
broke.
owe people money.
Yeah. So I was surprised by that when they announced the reason behind all that. I was like, oh, so I, hell, I guess he actually is going broke. But how you feel? How you feel about this
I don't watch no boxing.
match?
I just saw it and I said, aren't they both like technically in boxing terms should be in the retirement home by
No, no,
now?
they
And
both retired. They literally retired.
right. So why are they fighting each other? And then, but Dad said he broke. He probably
Now,
owes the mob some money or somebody because they don't have these poker games that the NBA was doing no more. So they gotta pay up now. So
now I will say this: Manny Pacquiao from time to time, I don't. He ain't broke. He a government official for wherever he at. So I know he ain't
They
broke.
broke over there. You think Manny Pacquiao making real money out that job?
I mean, at least he got a stable income. I'll say that. I don't know what Floyd got going on.
we okay.
I will
So
hope. I will hope wherever Maniac. I said Maniac. Wherever Pacquiao from, I hope the position that he worked for in the government is paying him good. I will hope. But Pacquiao, he ain't doing it for the money because he from time to time he'll come out of retirement and still box here and now. So I don't think he actually doing it for money. Cause
I,
Yes, he is.
I just want to say one thing. As somebody who worked who works used to work a government job, I will fight Manny Pacquiao too. So
why would you fight Manny Pacquiao?
if it means I'm gonna make millions of dollars, I don't care if he knocked me out.
Yeah, that is true though.
I just use a part of it to
Yeah, that is true.
make me feel better
Yeah,
afterward. That's it.
but yeah, it just kind of shocked me when all that came out. I was like, damn, Floyd. Because to be honest with you, I knew something was up because I haven't heard Floyd on such social media in a minute. I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him flex or anything in a minute. So I knew something was up. Cause he usually will post a whole bunch of money, or he'll post a new car, or he'll post like if he had an NBA game, they'll take pictures of him and all his jewelry. It's been a minute since I seen a post from Floyd in a while. So I guess so. But I mean, he still got millions. Don't get us wrong. He ain't like about to be on the street, but
You don't know that.
I don't know. He got millions. He may got thousands.
Right.
so I knew something. I knew something was up because I ain't see him on social media in a minute. But we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, this just kind of blew me. I wasn't surprised about Manny Pacquiao. I wasn't surprised by him because, like I said, he'll fight people here and there. Like every other month, he'll go in the ring and fight somebody. But Floyd, I was like, oh yeah, if he doing this, yeah, he going broke. Or he need to make some quick money real quick to pay somebody out. So we'll see. Hold on, when is this? September?
September or
Yep,
something
September
like that.
19th. So we'll come back September 19th and see.
Yeah. I mean, I have Netflix. I can just turn it on. Like I'm not like if I forget they came on, I'm not worried.
Yeah, ain't gonna be worried.
No.
We'll see though. So, but Dad, go ahead your closing remarks, man. So we go ahead and get up out of this thing.
All right. Appreciate everybody who showed up. Thank you for everybody who listens and everything like that. And yeah, that's all I got for right now.
LJ, what you got?
Yeah, I need Disney fans to at least play marathon. Well, no, I'm not going to say that.
They
I'm
not
gonna
for the play marathon.
I just need y'all to stop saying y'all want Bungie to fail so they can focus on Destiny. I need y'all to realize that's not going to happen. So you need them to be successful at marathon, and then hopefully Sony will invest back into it.
Here's my thing. Bungie is just, I don't know. That's why I'm not in the game industry. Bungie got their hands tied. 'Cause if they fail marathon, not only will you have two failing games, not only will you gotta figure out where you gotta cut more people. And on top of that, you got Sony up your ass. And Sony is not to be played with. Sony cutthroat. So if this game failed, Bungie might be out the door. Sony might just say, yeah, you know what, hey, done deal. Sorry, boo, we can let y'all go. Now Bungie could go independent because they got a name, or if they can figure something out, go back to 343 Industries. I don't know. Or if they gotta connect, go back to Blizzard and call it a day. That if that's the case, because they might have to do that. They might have to say screw that. Let's go back to 343 Industries and Blizzard and call it a day, and they figure something out. But I don't know, LJ, how Overwatch is right now.
Actually, Overwatch has come back from the dead.
So so
They
they
rebooted it
yeah
to just Overwatch now.
so
Yeah,
so Destiny might have to pull that and go to Blizzard since they rebranded Overwatch. Cause I
But you
know
know, Blizzard is owned by Xbox now, so
well, like I said, if Sony lets them go, they
they're
free.
not.
If it's they
they're
free
not letting
game.
them go. Sony
They'll
just
shell them.
dissolved them. Right.
But
That
go ahead, LJ, go ahead.
No, I was just saying you don't do like in the way they're doing things now. You rather dissolve the company rather than put them back on the market so they can go make an actual game, or go to your competitors. Because Sony is scared of Steam. Xbox don't care no more. Oh, I guess we should have talked about the new uh, CEO of Xbox.
We do that next time.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
yeah.
but
After that scandal,
Xbox don't care no more. They about to be making slop, and then Nintendo's in this own little world over there in Nintendo land.
Nintendo gonna be Nintendo. They gonna make money regardless. Especially after Pokemon Day, they gonna make money regardless.
I'll, I'll be honest with you. I felt like that Pokemon Day was really lacking. Other than it was cool seeing like the old school games are making a little return
Yeah,
or whatever. But it was really lacking to me. But Pokemon Pia is the next best thing out there, I guess.
that's what they saying. The greatest game for 2026 and the best Pokemon game ever. I got it download on my Switch too. So when it drop, well, I ain't gonna be playing Thursday 'cause I gotta work. Well, Saturday I'll keep y'all updated. We'll see though. But what I was saying, Bungie, yeah, Bungie is in a they in a hole because like I said, if this game failed, not only will you have two failed games on the market, you're gonna have. I'm pretty sure Sony gonna tell y'all to cut some folks, and then y'all may go under. Who knows? If the game does well, then now you got to figure out what you're gonna do with Destiny. Are you gonna kick it and it just just let it do its thing, or are you gonna say, hey, let's go hire some folks? But after the track record of hiring folks, then a year or two later y'all fire them. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Only time will tell. But like I said, June or July, whenever they drop the DLC for Destiny, we'll pick it back up around then and see how they see where they at. Because Destiny most definitely need this DLC uh, to be good. Because this is gonna be the longest drought in Destiny franchise. And like I said, I just got a feeling that when it comes out, however many people that's still playing Destiny, they may just say, yeah, it's a little bit too late. We don't care for it no more. I don't even care if it's good. We just done with it. Since it's been 3, 4, 5 months since y'all had like new content for me. So like I said, we'll come back around July-ish and we'll pick it back up on around that time. But other than that, we appreciate y'all for listening. Y'all keep on showing us love. Y'all love these sports podcasts. We're gonna push them out. Keep on pushing them out for y'all. When we come back, March Madness should be kicking be starting. So we most definitely gonna keep on. We're gonna talk about that. We may I don't know. I'm pretty sure Dad do. I don't think LJ do. But I do a bracket every year. So we probably gonna do something like that for podcast. But yeah, so when y'all see us, March Madness is gonna be kicking, and I can't wait to see what's going on with that.
But I mean, we don't have to worry about Arbor this year, so
I don't even want to. I don't want to talk about it. LJ, why you had to bring that up?
Nah, it's funny.
We was number one and number two, top ranked for damn near 3 years in a row. What the hell happened this season?
Nepotism.
What?
Nepotism.
What's that?
it means it means that Bruce Pearl hired his son to take his place when he suddenly retired because he
Oh,
was tired
okay.
of coaching.
So pretty much we blame it on the coaching.
Mm.
Okay. But yeah, man. I mean, I can't, I can't bash them too bad because Kentucky garbage too. So I don't know. The SEC was looked like they were dominating college basketball. Now all of a sudden they just lost.
Florida might win it again, honestly.
That's
No,
Now,
no.
like I said, when we come back, we gonna talk about it when we come back. Cause yeah, around that time it's damn near gonna be close to Final Four maybe when we come back. So, but we're gonna talk about it. But other than that, man, we appreciate y'all for listening. Y'all love these sports podcasts, so we gonna keep on pushing these things out for y'all. But other than that, once again, my name Randall. With me as always, my boy LJ, and the OG dad himself, and together we go by the name of the 2 for 1 Special Podcast. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this week's episode, and we will catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.
Peace.